In the last couple of years, New Balance has seen a huge increase in popularity for the 2002R, a lifestyle-focused running shoe that seems to look good in pretty much every colorway. And now, New Balance have gone into the archives yet again to bring us another running shoe from the 2010s. And I got the first colorway right here. My name is Josh, and I will be reviewing the collab between Thisisneverthat and New Balance on the 1906R. So what is good, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Shout out to all of my long-term subscribers. You guys are amazing. And real quick, if this is your first time here, I'm doing sneaker reviews. I'm doing at least 3 a week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check me out on all my socials right here, TikTok, IG, the handles are right there. And while you're at it, make sure you check out my podcast, the Kickback Pod, available on all streaming platforms. Link is in the description. Trust me, guys, it's good. So the New Balance 1906R. This is not a new model. In fact, this is another one from the archives, the New Balance 1906. So I'll be honest, I had never heard about this shoe before. I was doing a bit of research into the older pairs, and I found this amazing video from the early 2000s. The woman in this video did such a good job explaining the shoe, way better than I could, so I'm just gonna let her do it.
This is a cushioning shoe with very high-end rich materials, starting with our top of the line shock absorbance Energy, which extends from the heel all the way to the forefoot. We also have BioCool in our lining, shore laces with our lockdown liner, which will ensure a nice midfoot fit. In the outsole, we have Endurance. We have a stability web, which creates for arch support. We have blown rubber and some nice anatomical flex screws, which creates a really soft, flexible ride. This is our 1906.
So there you have it. So now they have brought this shoe back, and they have put an R at the end of it like they did with the 2002s. And that is because this is not a direct retro. There is a subtle change made to the shoe, and that is the sole of the sneaker. The sole of the sneaker has been replaced with that of the 860 V2s. But if you're looking at the shoe the first time, you guys probably had the same thought process that I did. This shoe pretty much looks like a mesh 2002R. And that's a pretty accurate way of describing the shoe, because the silhouette at least is almost identical to the 2002Rs. I mean, look at these two. They are quite similar looking. Yeah, the silhouette's slightly different. The tongue is a bit taller on the 2002s. But even though aesthetically they do look very similar, there are quite a few differences with this pair. The first and most obvious being that the entire upper is made out of mesh this time, making the shoe a lot more breathable. You also have these different patches of synthetic leather, which is done in that silver color, which really gives me some heavy Asics vibes. The laces are also quite different. Now, I don't know what the official name is for this type of laces, but you can see that they are quite different looking. Like, there's little bulges in the laces, and some parts of it are thinner than others. And you'll notice the middle 2 lace loops, which are done in this gray color. You'll notice that they go down the side of the shoe and through the end logo, and this is actually called the N-Lock technology. And once again, I found this amazing video from the early 2000s explaining this.
N-Lock, integrated lacing and webbing system that provides optimal fit, support, and security. Tightening of the laces causes the N-Lock webbing to tighten around the foot, securing the foot in the midfoot region. The angled orientation of the N-Lock system pulls the foot backward, locking the heel into place.
And even though this is an older technology, I will say you really do feel it on your feet, especially around the midfoot area. My feet definitely feels very locked in compared to a 2002R. You also get a plastic heel counter this time, which is quite different. And you also see that 1906 branding done on the lateral side. For the first release of the sneaker, New Balance chose South Korean-based label Thisisneverthat, and it was a very strategic selection because back when the 2002R was first getting retroed, the first collab partner, or one of the first collab partners that New Balance chose, was once again Thisisneverthat. And now New Balance is like, hey, why not a round 2? Why don't we give you guys the collab, the first collab on the 1906? Alongside this pair, there was actually another 2002R that dropped as part of a pack, and both of these shoes came in a similar colorway. Basically, you got these shades of gray as well as navy blue with some little bits of metallic silver thrown in there. It's a very retro looking colorway. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? But besides the colorway, Thisisneverthat chose to take a very vintage looking approach to this shoe. First of all, the midsole. Now I have seen some cream midsoles before, but I don't think calling this cream would do it justice. This is almost like a yellow color. And then also along the midsole, you'll notice the navy blue and gray parts also have some discoloration there. But as if that wasn't enough, Thisisneverthat took an even extra step of making the mesh look like it's been beaten up pretty bad. You can see these different stains all over the upper. Like, it looks like you spilled coffee all over the shoe or you stepped in a puddle or something. I got some thoughts about that. I'll let you guys know later on in the video, but let me know, what do you guys think of all of these different stains on the upper? One thing that surprised me about this shoe was the retail price. So the price was 180 euros, and I believe it was $180 in the US, which I thought was a bit steep for this shoe. I'm not sure if that higher price was because this was a collab sneaker. But either way, this is just a basic mesh sneaker with not a lot of advanced cushioning technology like some of the other New Balance pairs, and nowhere near as nice materials as, for example, any of those made in USA pairs. So I thought the price was a bit steep. I know a lot of people are going to be comparing this shoe to the 2002R, and the retail price of those are usually between 130 to 150. These, if they do retail even in the GR colorways for 180, I don't know, a bit overpriced. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? One thing this shoe definitely has going for it, however, is the comfort. Very, very comfortable pair of shoes, just like the 2002R. Additionally, they do come with an Ortholite insole, which just adds to it. And I was saying earlier in the video, I do feel much more of a lockdown type of feeling. They definitely do not fit the same as the 2002R. It's much more of a smaller and tighter fit on these pairs. So I did go in my true size. I still thought they were pretty tight, especially along the midfoot area because of possibly that N-lock technology. It does feel quite tight around there. So my suggestion is to actually go up half a size. From a length perspective, it does fit pretty good, so I worry about going up half a size. Would they be too long? Because right now, even though the shoes do fit slightly tight, at least I'm not having any heel slippage issues. But it is a bit too tight for my liking, so I would actually suggest going up half a size. If you have wide feet, then honestly, I wouldn't even recommend this shoe for you guys, because I feel like if you go up a full size, the shoes are just gonna be way too long. So yeah, just keep that in mind, go up half a size for the best fit. Looking at what these are going for, this collab is going for currently on the resale market. This was the first pair in this model, so as you can expect, they are reselling for quite a bit. If you like this model a lot, maybe not so much feeling the colorway, just so you know, there will be a lot of GR colorways dropping in the shoe, which you will definitely have an easier time copying. So if you want to wait it out, go ahead, do that. But if you just really wanted the Thisisneverthat collab, prices not too bad right now, so I would probably cop right now rather than waiting. Overall, the New Balance 1906R collab with Thisisneverthat, are these a cop or a drop? So first time seeing this model in hand, I like it a lot. It definitely fits in with the current trend of retro runners. We've seen the rise in popularity suddenly of Asics, with even Jown doing a collab now. It looks like these type of shoes are really in trend right now, so perfect timing by New Balance. I've also seen pictures of two potential other colorways of the Thisisneverthat collab, which I don't know if they're gonna drop or if they were just samples, but either of those colorways to me are just so much better looking than the one that actually released. Especially that white pair with the red N logo, for me, that is a must cop. I would have rather had either of those colorways, because this one right here, not a big fan of it, to be honest. I do appreciate the vintage aesthetic, but I feel like this shoe is an example of when it goes too far. I don't like the color of the midsole here. It is just way too yellow. But really the worst part for me is the mesh upper with all of those different stains. There are some pretty nice ways to add a vintage aesthetic to the shoe, like give it a cream colorway. But this is not how you do it. Like, this looks like it's already been worn by someone. And I don't like that feeling when I open up a brand new pair of shoes. It reminds me a bit of those Nigel Sylvester Jordan 1s, which I know some people liked. I personally really disliked it, those random stains on the shoe. And also just the overall colorway, the navy and the gray, is just not doing it for me. I think overall, I do like this model a lot, but this pair, these are a pass. As always, I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments. What do you guys think about this collab? And thank you so much for supporting the channel. As always, you guys are amazing. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.